Today we're going to read a book called Ladybug Girl at the Beach. Miss Ashley's been missing the beach. We're finally here, declares Lulu as she jumps out of the car and spreads her wings. I love the beach, says Lulu. You've never been to the beach before, replies her big brother. But I already know that I love it, she says, and I can't wait to go swimming in the waves. The sand feels warm underneath her feet as Lulu and Bingo lead the family to a good spot to spread their blanket. Lulu runs to the edge of the water. The ocean goes on and makes huge roaring sounds. She has no idea it is going to be so big and noisy. She takes a few steps backward. Bingo barks at the waves. I think I can hear Bingo barking. Are you going in? Her brother yells, running past her and splashing into the water. I don't think so, she says. I really came here to build sand castles. Lulu retreats to the beach blanket to find her trusty pail and shovel. She builds a giant sand castle and uses little sticks for people. The king and the queen are very happy here, she thinks. Bingo digs a moat to keep them extra safe. Lulu walks over and sits down next to her mama. She looks out at the ocean, which is glittering with light. She thinks it looks pretty from far away. Do you want to go in the water? Asks Mama. No, Lulu says. I want to fly my kite now. Soon the kite is darting back and forth in the wind. But Lulu holds on tight. After the wind dies down, it feels really hot. Lulu glances at the ocean and she thinks the water would be cool, but the waves still look much too big. This is a good time to remind her parents about ice cream. Lulu lists all of her top 11 favorite flavors. Chocolate marshmallow, cherry vanilla, pistachio, butter pecan, peppermint bonbon, peanut butter chip, raspberry swirl, peach pie, almond fudge, royal banana surprise, and vanilla. And the ice cream stand, Lulu can't choose just one. This is a day for a double scoop. Her mama says, sometimes mamas can be very right. Come on, Bingo, says Lulu after she finishes her ice cream. Let's take a walk down the beach. They find a long piece of driftwood. Lulu writes loopy L's in the sand and draws a picture of Bingo. He's the perfect subject and stays really still. It's very hot. Lulu looks at the ocean. Other kids are splashing and jumping in the waves. She walks down to the edge of the water. Should we get our feet wet, Bingo? She asks. She thinks it would be okay to go into the ocean just a little bit. Suddenly a wave crashes into her leg and nearly knocks her over. Just as she gets her balance, the whirling water races back and tries to pull her in. Her feet get buried in the sand up to her ankles. Are you okay, Bingo? Lulu asked. She looked around to see if anyone noticed, but they were almost carried away. But everyone playing was just as they were before. Let's be explorers, says Lulu, brushing the sand off her knees. We can collect things for our museum. They march off across the beach. They hear seagulls that sound like they're laughing. Discover little crabs that burrow in the sand and pick up slimy seaweed washed up on shore. There are also a lot of shells on the beach, all different shapes and sizes. She chooses the most special ones and puts them in her pail. I know, Bingo. I bet if we dig, we could find a pirate treasure, says Lulu. She digs and digs and digs. Finding treasure is hard work. When Lulu feels the water splash against her, she spins around. The tide has come in. It is taking away her pail. She has to rescue it or it'll be gone forever. This is a job for Ladybug Girl. I'll save you, she says, snapping up that pail. When she looks down, she realizes it's in the ocean. She is actually in the ocean. The water is past her knees and she isn't afraid at all. Ladybug Girl isn't afraid of anything. For the rest of the long afternoon, Ladybug Girl and Bingo splash in the water and run on the beach, daring the waves to try and catch them. You can't get me, waves, because I'm Ladybug Girl. Ladybug Girl and Bingo play until the bright blue sky turns pink. They make footprints in the sand, at least 14 miles of them, Ladybug Girl thinks. Every time the ocean erases them, they make more. Then it is time to go, and Ladybug Girl trudges back across the still warm sand. Bingo follows slowly, dragging his ears. Standing at the top of the dunes, Ladybug Girl waits for her brother. So did you like your first time at the beach, he asks. Yes, she answers. I told you, Ladybug Girl loves the beach. And then they head home. There is one thing I would like to say before we close. It's okay to be afraid of things that you're unsure about, and it's also okay to be very, very cautious when you're at the beach. Your parents should always be with you, and you should never go far away from them because there is dangers. It can be very fun at the beach, but it can also be dangerous. So please stay safe anytime you are at the beach and make sure your parents know exactly where you are and stay close to them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story. It's one of Miss Ashley's favorites. And I also hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay safe and stay healthy. Love you guys.